Hey everybody, welcome to my garage here in Middleton, Florida. The garage is complete, and so now I can start to line up and take care of these projects that I've been planning for a while. I've had my APG Bronco, pretty sick, but it sits a lot. You know, most of my cars sit a lot. Oh no. The thing I'll be doing tonight is ordering me a $1,000 anti-gravity. I never have to worry about this. Having a traditional nickel metal hydride or lead acid battery, it becomes problematic for me. I hate having to kind of keep them on the charger all the time. And so to me, it's worth its weight in gold. And we're gonna take you through that here today. I'm gonna swap it in the Bronco and show you how I debadge the battery and do all that stuff. So the problem with a regular battery is that when your car sits, even when it doesn't sit, you have the cycling or the memory that tends to happen with batteries. And if you don't keep it charged, so if it tends to discharge all the way and then you recharge it up, we all know you can only do that a few times. And spending the money on this takes the pain away of me having to try to keep it on a trickle charger and trying to remember to do that all the time and having power cords running all across my floor. You know, AntiGravity still suggests that you could, tender these. I don't. But the other main advantage of this is, check this out. This is a giant battery. I mean, I'm jacked and strong and awesome, but look at that. That's insane. Well, I'll go grab my scale and see if I can get a weight here for you. But having this I think you're at such a huge advantage. I have 7 cars. Some of them sit for months on end. I try to get them out and drive them as much as I can, start them up, but the battery is usually the bottleneck, right? So I usually end up with an issue with the battery being dead, and sometimes it's charged and discharged so many times that you end up in a situation where it just doesn't take hold of the charge anymore. My darn Evo, this happens all the time because it sits and then I kill the battery. Sorry to my friends at AntiGravity, but I like to debadge them. I like a nice, clean looking, all black setup here. Now, this one here is the 40 amp hour version. I don't think they make this in a 60 and 80 in this H7 size. I don't really think I needed that big of a capacity, so we did the smaller. It's a little bit lighter, having the slightly less capacity. So what I generally do is I take all these off, I leave the little serial number sticker on, and then I have a nice clean looking setup here. I love that they put stickers on that don't jack up the finish. So here's how the battery works. You have obviously positive, negative, but there's a reserve. So in here are little lithium-ion batteries, right? And then they're wired properly, so you get the proper 12-volt DC out of the battery. And then what'll happen with any battery, say a Milwaukee or a Ego battery, like one of these guys here, what'll happen is if it sits for months on end, eventually it discharges. Same thing will happen with this. It'll slowly trickle down and discharge. And we all know with lithium-ion batteries, the 20 to 80% charged range is ideal. And so we are going to put a little wear and tear on this by allowing it to discharge if it's sitting for months on end. But the beauty of these, they come with a little key fob. They come with 2 key fobs. But the beauty of this battery is it has smart circuitry where it has a reserve. You can either push the button on top of it or press the button on the key fob, and you have a little reserve to help you sort of jump start or start it up, and then the battery will start recharging with the alternator. That to me is worth its weight in gold. If I know the car has been sitting a really long time, I will probably still put it on a lithium-ion trickle charger, or I'll do it prior. But if I'm in a pinch and the car's been sitting in storage, I always know that I can press the button on the key fob and fire the thing up. It's really my favorite part of these suckers. So let's take the old battery out. Let's see what the weight difference is, and let's get the sucker installed. So my whole garage is organized, my cars are clean, my life is dialed as much as I can help it. I'm trying to dial my business in, dial everything in, you know, and make things great. And so batteries can be one of those pain points that I just hate having. And so this eliminates the pain point for me. And so my Bronco, oh, jeez, this is an unacceptable level of dirt. I gotta get this thing cleaned up as well. So maybe we'll add a little bonus footage here for you today and do an engine bay cleaning. It's not terrible, but not acceptable for me. I get it, I'm a freaking psychopath, but you know, that's why you love me, right? So here's the factory battery, and I suspect I'm gonna need a crane to get this sucker out of here. So we're gonna detach the positive. Let's see here. All right, so simple 10 millimeter. So just so you know, I'm not lying to you if you're new here. I live a buttoned up life. This makes me happy. Yeah. I don't care who you are. This is good. Got that. I got my choice of 10 mils here. So let's do a semi-deep. Should work great. Koken setup. It's good. If I can help you figure this stuff out too, we have Koken, Tool Grid, all this stuff in the OG store. I don't sell anti-gravity batteries, but I do sell hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams of a better, higher level of organization. Is anybody else ever, I'm always like scared I'm gonna get shocked. I know I'm not going to, but I don't like that. Put that there. I think it's this 10 mil here. Let's see. Might need to get a fancy screwdriver out too. There we go. Okay. Piece of cake. Take this, looks like a 13. Deep 13. Who says I don't use tools? Not only do I use tools, I know sizes of bolts just by looking at them. This is a pretty easy battery install. Let's not speak too soon here. I've been known to turn a 10-minute project into a all-day affair. Let's not drop a bolt or something. Got that right there. So this is the tricky part here. You know, this sucker's gonna be a 65 pounder, I bet. Oh yeah, that's a stout child here. That sucker. Should I try to throw this one up in the air like it did the anti-gravity? All right, so let's see if we can register. I don't have like a scale that can hold this much weight. I thought my kitchen scale would work, but I have to use my wifing scale. All right, so let's get on here. 263.8. This is like a insanely heavy battery. And then this little kid, this little lunchbox here. Let's see. I wonder if it's even gonna register. 226.8. 37-pound difference. That's pretty sick. 37 pounds. Now on this thing doesn't matter because I've got 125-pound, you know, wheel each wheel and tire. But you know, that's the benefit on your sports car. You can drop some serious poundage, man. You lose 37 pounds. I've lost about 37 pounds as well. And so there's a small human who lost weight. It's good. In case you're wondering, my shoe choice of the day is New Balance 440 V2s. These are awesome. All right, so let's put our little heat shield back on here. Pull our posts off. Put this into position. Nice. See, look at that, all blacked out there on our Stormtrooper black and white combo. The positives there. Let's put this bro back on. Let's hope it fits. Sometimes doing the battery can be a pain in the butt. This one, super easy. Man, it looks good. Fits well. I think, you know, even if your car doesn't sit, just to drop the weight and to have it looks good too, which is a nice little added benefit. This is probably my What do you think? 15th anti-gravity I bought, probably. Every car that I've had, with the exception of the Evo, because the Evo doesn't fit. I did buy one, but it didn't fit right because I've got the short mount intercooler piping and then the weird battery. But if I was going to do one in the trunk, I would put it, which I may still do. Even my Civic, I put an anti-gravity battery in this. So needless to say, I should be sponsored. So actually, don't we have an affiliate link, Mike?
Yeah, we do.
So I might make a few bucks off of all bucks back. So use our link in the description to buy your anti-gravity battery.
10% off, actually, too.
Oh, you get 10% off. Maybe I'll get a small percentage of this battery back. That'd be good. But I just put one on the GT3 RS, the GT4 RS, 2 Amiras. Tesla doesn't get one. Tesla does have a regular battery, but I don't want to mess with that. It's too smart. What else did I do? Raptor has one. My M3, my E92 M3 has one. See, that's the part I don't like. That's it. You just saved 37 pounds, bros. Only cost me a couple of shekels. But, you know, I spent a few dollars on this Bronco, so I think we're okay. See, Mike, I'm not lying to you. I got a lot of anti-gravities. I got a bunch of these remotes in here. So these are the 2 that I just added. I probably could get rid of them. They work. This one will work with any, you know, so it's not like specially programmed. They do have this little guy, which is a app, little tender or battery tracker thing. I don't know if I'm going to put this on. Maybe I'll do that later. But we need to clean up the engine bay. This is unacceptable for me. So I'm going to use, which is a new product that's available in the store, not a new product of the world, but new to us here in the US to some extent, is Surfex HD. How did I say it like that? Surfex HD. So this is an all-purpose cleaner. So I want to foam it though. So I'm going to put it in my foam cannon to save me some time and energy. Grab my foam cannon. This is the Griot's Garage foam cannon, which is my favorite. I'm gonna go with 250 milliliters, but I should shake this up because it's been sitting for a while. Seems pretty thin. Yeah, not a lot of scent to it, that's good. There's 250. And so again, I'm not being super exact here. I'm gonna fill this up with my new little, thanks to my buddy Jeff, Improved Garage on YouTube has suggested these. This is from Dram. We're gonna have these in the store soon, I think. Make them available to you. It's just some aluminum little bucket filler nozzle. There's all kinds of little nuggets here. You hang around this channel, I'll show you all kinds of cool stuff. And let's use some warm water. That way it'll really foam up. Let me get my pressure washer set up here. And then I'm gonna go with the short gun. And I wanna put the product on dry. And we can do this in our nice air conditioned garage. Although the Central Florida weather, it's been pretty awesome lately. And so don't freak out. I mean, there's everything here should be sealed and good. I mean, water comes up from the, underneath side, so we don't have to worry about anything. The battery's fine, all this is fine. Even if I did spray water straight into the darn intake, it's gonna fall out the bottom. And so the procedure here is I wanna clean it, then I wanna dress it, and I'll show you the dressing here in a minute. The top side looks pretty clean, so I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm just gonna hit the engine area. And I'll just do a little agitating. I love this, all-purpose cleaner with no nastiness to it. All cleaning. I've used this, I don't know, half a dozen times, but every time I use it, it's so far apart that I have to relearn how to use it. I'm not a big all-purpose cleaner guy, mainly because I keep my darn cars and garages really clean. I did want to get some of these cracks and crevices here. That's it. It's been on there for a couple of minutes. I think we're good. Spray it off. Nice. Now, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hit this with an old tried and true special. Let's see, I've got the extra here. So Meguiar's Hyper Dressing. Now, they don't do this for us. We have to do it ourselves. But the secret formula for this, there's different dilution ratios. You want to be 4-to-1 with this. And so we sell it pre-diluted 4-to-1. Lots of people use Koch Chemie Motorplast. I don't like it. This is way better. I keep trying it because this has been so hard to get. And so I already have it mixed up in my, at 4-to-1. And then all you do is this. Just spray it on. Tomorrow we'll come back and it'll be dialed. A little aggressive. Spray it liberally on all of the areas. I'll let it sit for at least several hours. You don't want to drive away. And I'll have a nice, matte, clean looking finish in my engine bay. That's it. Doesn't get any easier than that, does it? All right, so that's a wrap on the project. I'll grab you some footage and we'll insert it here so you can see what it looks like. But I need to let it dry. I can't wipe it dry, I need to let it dry, and so I'll grab some footage for it to kind of wrap up the video for you. But you want Surfex HD, Meguiar's Hyper Dressing, some sort of brush, and a Griot's foam cannon. You're good to go. So we have these all available in the store. We got tons of Surfex here in stock. You don't have to buy a gallon if you don't want. We do have a 1 liter as well. But anyway, AntiGravity, they make a great product. I'm not paid to do this unless you buy them and use my link. I've never been an affiliate link guy, but make sure to go to the site using our code. You'll get 10% off and maybe pay for one of my batteries or something like that. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here on the OG channel. Make sure to go subscribe to the Matt Mormon channel where I do the long form old school stuff. Go subscribe to Matt Mormon. Go to the Garage Obsession channel. Subscribe to that. Thanks to AntiGravity for making a great product. I unsolicitedly decided to make a video and then got set up as an affiliate. So hook me up on that. Anyway, thanks for watching. As always, stay tuned for more crazy. Bronco's looking good. Now it's even better because it's 37 pounds lighter. It's gonna go way faster. See you soon. Oh no. Well, we're gonna have to do this some other day. I don't have a battery sitting around. There you go.